And welcome back to the Morning Blend, where we want to know what's in your makeup bag with Merle Norman. There are lots of pictures, of course, on a wedding day, probably more than any other day of your life.
But what if your makeup routine needs a little help? Renee Hitt is back from Merle Norman with a few tips to look your absolute best on your wedding day, and she has enlisted our intern Allyson to be a model, so we're so excited to have her. She's already done some makeup on her, and you're going to give us a little bit more in a minute. But first, let's start with makeup for the wedding day, because you say in general you have to start your prep at least, what, 6 months before?
Right, you want to definitely be taking good care of your skin.
Yes.
So getting a professional facial regularly, I think is really important, because your makeup only looks as good as the skin underneath it.
Right.
So you don't want to be having any flakiness. You don't have a lot of control of breakout, because usually stress will do that, but it'll be a lot less if you take good care of your skin ahead of time.
So it means good cleanser, toner, the full routine.
Your home routine, and then get a professional facial once a month before the wedding.
Use an exfoliator, especially in the winter.
Oh, you know me so well.
How soon does someone have to meet with you for a consultation prior to the wedding for makeup?
For makeup, I usually suggest no more than 3 months.
Okay.
And the reason for that is that brides are notorious for changing something dramatically. So,
like what? Like their
like
hair?
Their hair,
or,
right? Or go tanning.
Yeah.
Right.
Something
So, I've got,
Something.
L10 on Allyson today, and she comes to me for her wedding, and she's sunny tan,
Yeah, it's totally different.
Right.
Yes.
So
3 months.
Yeah, 3 months is good. Yeah, and so we offer a free consultation. So you can come in and get a feel for the beauty consultant as well as the product. Make sure it's a good fit for you, the look that you want. Everybody has ideas, because Pinterest, gives us lots of ideas. But we can customize it then to you. We keep track of everything, write it all down, and then the day of the wedding, we just have everything ready to go. So there's no stress for you.
What about people who might say, I don't normally wear makeup, so I'm thinking I'm not going to do that for my wedding?
Well, you probably want a little bit for photographs. You want to be the best version of yourself, is what you want to be. So if you're someone that doesn't wear a lot of makeup, we're not going to put a full face of makeup on you.
Yeah.
Right?
Just pop features?
Just pop features, right. We want to bring out your eyes. We maybe just even out the skin tone, take away shine for the photographer. Those are little things that you can do without looking made up.
Right.
Well, and what does a bride have to carry with her the day of the wedding? Because everybody's always concerned, like, you're only bringing like a little purse like this big, and you tend to set it places. So what do you need to have with you?
Our Ultra Powder Foundation, I think, is a must-have.
Just to kind of touch up.
Because you can touch up. It'll give you a little bit more coverage. It's got a great photo finish to it, a real velvety finish. That photo finish is really important. And whatever lip color and lip gloss you have. Everything else should stay perfect.
And we're going to show you the one tip to keeping it, to making it last through the day and into the evening. But you were going to demonstrate some contour.
Yeah, so some of the
right?
things that you might want to do different the day of your wedding is do a little highlight and contour.
Yes.
So I think that that's a lot of fun. You can usually see a really big difference.
Okay.
So whenever you're playing with light, so you're going to start with your darker color. And anywhere that you want to create a little bit more shadow in the face is where you're going to place that darker color.
Oh, so you're doing kind of
like underneath the cheekbone here.
Okay.
And I'm going to do a little bit on this part of her cheekbone.
Okay.
All right. A little bit along the jawline.
So it's really light. Of course you see like videos online where it's like this lines, like war paint you're putting on. And this is like very soft.
I tell you,
gentle.
I've been doing makeup a really long time. This is by far the easiest highlight contour I've ever had.
Okay.
Oh.
And so I always start with that, and then I highlight in the opposite areas. So we're going to highlight above the cheekbone.
Okay.
And I like to make almost like a V underneath the eye.
Oh.
Like that.
Okay, so you don't go way under the eye there.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like a V
that.
there.
So
Oh,
see
I
how
like
it
that.
creates that
Yeah,
light?
that's pretty.
And then down the center of the face.
Pretty.
That.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, and so that's
turn
a
your face to
really,
the side a little,
really subtle highlight. And then you could still add a little shimmer if you wanted to.
Especially on a wedding.
On a wedding, but you don't want to be all glitter
Yeah.
because your camera flash is not going to like you. That.
Yeah.
Pretty.
Colors, the nudes tend to work really good for most weddings. Remember, the bride is the star. So if you're a bridesmaid or a mother of the bride, yes, get your makeup done for photographs, but let the bride shine.
Yeah.
Right? But the nudes work really great. I always say I could do a whole wedding party with these two palettes and no two people are going to look the same.
Oh, that's cool.
Amazing.
Well, and that's
Yeah.
what you want to do because everybody's got different features.
Exactly.
And avoid things like a mineral makeup, right?
Right. Mineral makeup is reflective.
Okay.
And because it's reflective, you're going to get a bounce back from your.
So what does it do? Make you look shiny?
It makes you look shinier. Sometimes on some cameras, you'll actually see little dots. Like on the
because it
photographs
almost
when you're done, yeah.
reflect
because
out.
It reflects out. So use a HD. We used an HD pigmented foundation for her today.
Looks
and
so
then
natural.
that ultra powder that I was talking about over.
Very natural. All right, give us the big tip. This is the one thing that's going to make your makeup last all day long,
All right.
into
The
the
best.
evening, all the dancing.
You should use this on the weekends.
Yes.
You should use it all the time.
Yeah, all
Yeah.
the time.
Expert touch finishing spray. So after you're all done,
Yeah.
just real lightly spray it on.
It's almost like hairspray for your face,
Right.
but
And it
it's
just-
not sticky like
right,
that.
and it just forms this nice mesh. It works great under humidity.
It does.
The other tip, though, that really is you have to prime everything before you
Yes.
start, and
Yes.
that's what we did too. We
Even
did prime
lashes.
everything.
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 Okay.
Your lashes, lids, face, lips.
Prime, not to prime.
Right, it's a crime.
Come on, everybody.
Prime it. All right.
All right, here are the locations where you can find a Merle Norman Studio close to you. They are in Brookfield Square and in Hales Corners on Highway 100 between Grange and Edgerton. Also in Economwalk, there's a Merle Norman located at Paps Farms and a shop in historic, beautiful downtown West Bend.
And
Thank
we
you,
have
Allison.
moved. We have moved.
You've moved
We
in
have a new-
Brookfield Square.
We have a new location on the south end.
That's
South
right.
End, where you find Merle Norman. Way to
All
go,
right.
Allison.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Looks
Yeah.
good. So fresh. Thanks, you guys.